Some of you may have heard about the Coast Guard policy coming down that certain formerly held hate symbols such as the swastika, the noose, and the Confederate flag were no longer going to be considered or classified as hate symbols or hate speech, but rather as potentially divisive. Now, I am not here to do damage control for the Coast Guard, and that's not my intention or even what I want to do. They can certainly do their own damage control. But I did want to just shed some light on the follow up policy that came a few hours after. And this was in a memo that was released yesterday. And essentially, what they've done is they've added divisive to the already prohibited items of hate speech and hate symbology. So essentially, what this says is it's a policy on lawful orders prohibiting divisive or hate symbols and flags. Specifically, the prohibition talks about symbols and flags to include, but not limited to, a noose, a swastika, and any symbol or flag co-opted or adopted by hate-based groups as representation of supremacy, racial or religious intolerance, anti-Semitism, or any other improper bias. And then it goes on to talk about the Confederate flag and how that is still and remains prohibited as well. So while I'm not commenting on the fact that, I'm not trying to defend the fact that it was a ridiculous and ludicrous policy to decide that those things are no longer considered hate and are instead divisive or potentially divisive, I am simply shedding light on the fact that they have now grouped those specific divisions within the umbrella of prohibited items. And so take that for what it is. It doesn't take away from the fact that it's a ludicrous decision.